in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Here at the 25. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Now a hit and a loose football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 38, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now Mayfield. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got him in. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A give for Taylor running right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Colts had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. He's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now.
He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monsters we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll try the left side with Taylor. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mayfield now from the 50. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On the counter, ETN. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter. He's got a man, complete! And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The first play of the 2nd half, a big success, over 30 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Regular.
Here's Mayfield. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Baker Mayfield, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Colts use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. 38 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's go.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to the same target, Campbell. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield to throw it. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jamal Agnew. Touchdown, Jaguars. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Jaguars 21.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. the offense at the line and set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield on first down. Pass complete to Taylor, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On second down, they'll run it here. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So this